welcome to the show. This is going to be a fun one because I have got the inimitable Sarah Aynesworth with me, Miss Manners, our wonderful etiquette expert. And we kind of talked about doing this for a while, and that is to find out what people's pet peeves are when it comes to the workplace environment, where good manners and bad manners are involved, or lacking
Correct.
thereof.
Right,
Shall we,
right.
shall
Or
we
lack
say?
thereof.
So, went to Facebook and I posted the day before, or just yesterday. And the last time we did this was when we were doing the show at Channel 25. And I
That's
think
right.
I asked, Facebook, I got maybe 4 or 5 mentions. It was not
Right,
much.
right.
It struck a nerve
How
yesterday
many
because we had
comments did you have?
60 comments
60
on my
comments, Ann.
post where I said, question, what are some pet peeves that really bug you in the office or work setting? I'm interviewing our etiquette expert about it, and
I'm just a reminder to people of what is most respectful or most honoring of your fellow man.
okay, really, you really are. And it was kind of, and the responses we could kind of group into
Mm-hmm.
various things, and so food, and
Right,
how people use the break room or the lunch room, things they
right.
cook in the
That was a big
microwave,
category.
smells and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Communication, really, everything from digital communication, how
Mm-hmm.
you respond or how promptly you respond to
Right.
things, those kind of things, and then just in general work ethics. It seems to me
That was interesting to me.
people that
Mm-hmm.
work on a team project or whatever, and somebody's doing none of the work and they're taking the credit. Just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
anyway. And there were a few things that surprised me.
What
That
surprised you?
well, that people would even do that. Like
I know.
borrowing someone's coffee mug.
I know
You,
that was a really strange one, wasn't
I
it?
know. Well,
That was one that goes in the food
that
category.
would go in the food category. So, what do you want to start with? You want to talk
Well,
with food?
yeah, let's go over the food category. I think the food category is probably the broadest
Mm-hmm.
category. Well, communication was interesting too, I thought. And also on the communication, I know I'm going off on a tangent and we need to focus, but the use of personal cell phone use was a big thing on the
And that's something
communication
that
too.
has certainly
Right,
changed over the
right,
years from the time I first was obviously in the workplace.
right.
Um,
Let's
and
talk
and
about
some
food.
things, are kind of industry specific,
Hmm.
things that might be considered poor manners in one workplace setting. We kind of had to function that way in the newsroom. So I mean, it's
Hmm.
those kind of things need to be taken into account. But one of the first ones was not cleaning the microwave after using was a
Right.
complaint.
Or microwaving fish
That was
or
the thing.
microwaving
People
popcorn.
don't like that. Surprised me about the popcorn because I think popcorn smells good unless it's burned,
Yes, unless it's
and that had
burned and then
happened
it
before.
permeates through the
The
whole.
whole
One
building.
that I really learned from that I thought was interesting, and just having my own business, I'm not in an office environment, so I
Right.
think it's important to listen to those who are of
Mhm.
what is most respectful and how can you be more self-aware in an office. Was if you take the last bit of coffee in the coffee carafe, if it's a drip
Right.
coffee
If you,
maker,
yeah, you've drained the
and
pot.
that you did not do one of two things. One, you did not start a fresh pot for
Yeah.
everyone else,
Right.
or two, you did not turn it off
Oh, and it
and therefore
burns.
burned
Mm.
that residual coffee that was left, and then it's permeating again through the office. But that was a really that was good advice
Hmm, hmm. Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
someone
That's
who might be new in an office environment. And I think that, if you are new, like let's say you're not a veteran in an office environment, you need to ask
yeah.
sort of what's the protocol of this? Do I just make coffee? Do I make a second pot of coffee for everyone?
Hmm.
Or, you know, but then the one where someone wrote in and said, please do not take my coffee cup.
Okay, that's what I found.
Do not even look at it.
Here, this is, yeah. He says, borrowing my coffee cup with a little picture of a coffee cup. It's mine. Leave it. Don't wash it for me. Don't touch it. don't even look at it very long. Okay.
Maybe he might need to keep his coffee cup in his desk somewhere.
Well,
But
of course, I worked in a business that we had, little mugs with Channel 25 written all over it. Always had tons of coffee cups. So that never really
especially in
was
a
a
newsroom.
problem there. But that was one where I thought, ooh, I can't imagine taking someone's personal coffee cup to use. That
without
just shocked
telling
me.
them. So, and I think, anytime you use something that belongs to someone else, and even if, like in a TV station or Rogue Media, you take equipment and you place it somewhere else, put it back where it belongs,
Right,
because
so
the
it can be
person coming after
right.
you, it needs to be in that spot. They shouldn't have to waste time tracking it down. And same with a coffee mug. Let's say you took someone's coffee mug and then they came in and wanted coffee and their mug was gone. So,
And it might have been given to them by their little granddaughter or something.
right.
All right, so here's one. Drinking my Diet Coke minis out of the fridge when it has my name on them.
Yes.
I am happy to share, but ask. I mean, that's
Right.
just the presumption that apparently some people feel they have is, to me,
And
it's
then
shocking.
leaving food in the fridge was another one.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
like leaving old food in the refrigerator. I know that one of my sons, I guess the company has sort of alleviated this problem. They have just assigned someone to take care of the kitchen. That's that person's job. That's
Right.
what they're partly paid
Oh, well, that's
to do.
good.
And they
And then usually
they
they'll say, okay, everything is going out of the refrigerator today. If you have something
Right.
in it, then you need to take it. Yeah.
right, so
Yeah.
that it becomes,
Yeah. So here's one.
more of one
Yeah,
person's
leaving old food
responsibility.
in the fridge. Yeah.
Mhm.
That definitely was. Let's see. Just sounds and smells. We talked about that. Someone said, I mean,
Mhm.
hearing someone suck their teeth, hearing people burp.
I had to the sucking the teeth. I thought, what does that mean?
Don't even know.
Maybe it's just kind of noises. And that again goes to self-awareness. If
Yeah.
you have some idiosyncrasies, ask your coworkers,
Mhm.
do I do anything that bothers you? Talking very loudly on the phone was
Yeah,
a
that
very
gets into the
specific one. That
communication
one,
when,
I
yeah.
think that we received, I put little check marks when there were more than one.
Yeah,
When there was
that
more
showed
than
up a lot.
one
Well,
mention.
when announcing to callers or people who walk in whether someone is out sick, and in parentheses she says, yes, that's illegal too. Apparently that,
Right. And I thought,
yeah,
I think that is, and we can segue into kind of office gossip with that too, but I think being discreet in a professional setting is so important.
yeah.
And to be the person that, is
Well, and now phones, these
discreet.
personal mobile phones,
Mm-hmm.
I remember we had beepers. We didn't have these,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so then when this all became a thing, I was just noticing the other day, I was walking into the building and a lady had earbuds on and she's just talking and carrying on a conversation. I thought there was a day you would see that and you would think, she's having a moment.
Yes, exactly.
She
She's
maybe needs to visit a psychiatrist, And now
right.
we just accept it,
Oh,
as
I know. I
yeah,
remember
you go,
years
oh,
ago,
there
there
it
was
is.
a woman in the neighborhood who would walk around holding a phone, and everyone in the neighborhood thought it was hilarious that she would talk while she was walking. But now that's normal.
I know, and you could still fall if you're if you to me, I'm more worried about falling. But
Yes.
yeah, well, and of course in the ladies' room or the gents' room,
Hmm.
somebody's on a conversation in the
So that
stall
was one
next
of
to
them.
you. Yeah, that was definitely one of
Being
them.
having a personal phone call in the stall of the bathroom. That's gross. But you do hear that happen. And you also want to make sure, especially in an office environment, maybe you don't at home, but if you use the restroom, please go wash your hands afterwards. Your
Oh my
coworkers
goodness.
are watching you. And
Yeah.
that was mentioned in this. I know my husband has mentioned it in his work environment. I mean, that is a real turnoff if you watch someone just leave an
Well,
office
in any
restroom
restaurant, there are signs everywhere
and
saying
not
you
wash your
must wash your hands. And it's
hands.
like, take that to heart,
And then they go open the refrigerator door. And anyway.
Okay, but in communication, this one, my friend, she goes cursing, really unprofessional, and I said I
Mm-hmm.
wholeheartedly agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It really is unprofessional, and yet it's become so commonplace.
Just so part of our culture.
But and unfortunately, it was also in the broadcast industry that I worked for, which I always thought was curious because
Mm-hmm.
I trained myself not to use bad language because I
Mm-hmm.
thought when you're in a moment of excitement or breaking news or whatever, you don't want the what might come out of your mouth to
Mm-hmm.
be something
Mm-hmm.
really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that I'm not worried about that happening with me, but we had a lot of younger reporters and they'd be and I'd say, play like you have a live microphone on and always imagine
Right.
you might be live on the air.
Right.
It
Right.
really could happen.
And especially if you're in a position of power,
Right.
if you're in a higher position
Right, right. And
in an
people look up to
office
you.
and
Hmm.
people look up to you,
Hmm.
just be careful with your words and how you use them. And
Yeah, which kind of brings us into then, kind of interpersonal relationships, bad mouthing people or gossip.
that
Gossip is a
that
big
was a
was a
bit. I
big one.
have 4 little check marks on that: gossip, spreading rumors, bad mouthing. Um, that the minute someone starts talking about someone in the office, or if it's a group, just walk away, because this day and age, you really, even if you are standing there, you're still associated with it,
Hmm.
and someone, you just never know.
And this is
This
a
day,
very litigious society.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So, be careful of what you go over and look at on a coworker's screen. Be careful of, because you can be
Hmm. Oh,
sometimes
that was
guilty just
another
by
one.
association.
People that get and start looking through your desk and stuff. That shocked me. It's like,
Yes,
is that
yes,
why
that
would
was
anybody
interesting
do that? Why
too.
would anybody feel the freedom to do that? Anyway,
Yeah, that
is that
was
just an
in
age
maybe
thing?
a cubicle environment where people just
Well,
think it's
right,
all sort of
right, and we
a
had that, and
free.
often, we shared space. So, in some work environments, everybody uses everybody's computer or could, you
Mm-hmm,
know,
mm-hmm.
which is a possibility. But if you have a designated desk, that should be considered private property. Here's one: wearing strong perfume.
Yes, that was interesting.
Hmm.
Or I think someone wrote today, because I checked today too, Anne, before I came, and also people using, oh, those scent things at their
Right,
desk, or
warmers or
warmers.
scented
Right,
candles.
right,
Of course, some businesses like that. It's a fire hazard, and you just
right. I
wouldn't
think it
have
was
an open
I think
flame
that it
anyway.
was
But
warmers at their desk
yeah,
where
that you
it's
can
just
plug it
smelling.
in,
Right.
and
No one needs to smell pumpkin pie spice
that may be your
in
favorite
an
thing,
office
but it's
setting. Yeah,
not necessarily everyone
right.
else's. Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are just this has been
Phone
so
etiquette, just
interesting. Yeah.
actual phone etiquette was one. Just knowing how to use the phone, knowing how to, listen.
Well, even for professionals who are answering the phone and being able to
Mm-hmm.
speak clearly and
Mm-hmm.
distinctly so
Mm-hmm.
that you can be understood. Um, Here's one: constant interruptions when I'm trying to focus and get it done. But I don't want to be
Yes.
rude. You don't want to be rude, but it's like, really, I've got things I need to be doing.
So I would say there was also professional dress. We haven't addressed that.
Well, and you teach whole classes on that.
Right. And I think sometimes, and it's kind of the same, just, the way you dress for a Saturday night going out on the town is not professional dress for Monday morning in the office.
No.
And a lot of people, I mean, I think a lot of young, especially young women, they think, well, this is dressy, this is elevated. But it's inappropriate, it's too short, or it's too low cut, or so make sure that find a mentor for that professional dress piece
Mm-hmm.
of someone, and just ask them,
Mm-hmm.
do you think this is okay
Yeah.
for the position?
so much more we haven't even touched on, but we need to take a break.
Okay.
And we will do that. But I want to tell you today's episode is brought to you by Gather and Co., where they are transforming houses into homes. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead. A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. That's internxt.com today. Unlock a world of convenience with Mullybox, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on their screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Whether it's sports, theater, or concert, for the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. Ticket Liquidator. At Two Sanes, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Visit twosains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
And I am back with Sarah Aynesworth. We're talking about pet peeves that many of you told me you have when it comes to the workplace environment. So many different things can kind of be annoying. And communication was a really pretty big heading, where everything from loud talking on the phone or talking on the phone in the bathroom and all those kinds of things. But there are some communication you have to have in order to be a functioning
Team player.
A team player. And it had to do with the reply all function on emails.
Mm-hmm. It did. Someone mentioned
You
that.
just have to know that when you hit reply all and you say, yeah, I'll be there, then everybody on the list is getting a bing, yeah, I'll be there. Really?
Right.
And that can be so
I feel
annoying.
that way about group text too.
Right.
There can be too much group texting that doesn't, it's
Right.
just ding, ding, ding. Your phone will just be ding, 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 ding. But I could see that, as well in an office texting situation. So, and that just goes back to whether it is technological communication or verbal communication. So many times less is more. And the person that speaks very deliberately and isn't always just, moving their lips, those people really listen to those people. I did a program one time for an office setting for a physician's office, and there was a whole table of women who just kept, really wanted to talk about what their pet peeves were and what they didn't like, and they were very boisterous and loud. And we got to the point of, in the PowerPoint presentation, of cell phones and the personal use of cell phones in this medical office setting. And a woman who had not said one word the entire meeting. It was a lunch and learn. It was just the staff was eating lunch, and then I was talking. And she was older, and she spoke up, and she said, so I got to the slide, I paused for a minute. Sometimes silence is really, impactful. And I paused for a minute, and I said, this is about the use of cell phones and the self-awareness of cell phones in your professional setting. And I paused, and the older nurse said, we all do it, and it all needs to stop. And I could not have taught that. I could not have said anything that would have been more impactful than the quiet coworker who finally spoke up.
Right.
And you could have dropped a pin in that room after she said that. And that did create an awareness of how your words and actions affect other people. And that's all she said. She said, we all do this and we all need to stop.
Yeah.
And it was impactful.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and technology just in general has kind of affected how businesses work. And there was one other, I can't find it right off, but someone in the medical profession who was saying she has to do a tablet and that kind of thing, and she preferred to take the old school
notes or something, so that people know she's really focusing on them.
Because when you're on this, there's just this sense, well, she's not really paying attention to me. So here I am over here scrolling through while you're talking. Right. But it does kind of send that message that you're not really present. Yeah, you're not really paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah, so I think, and I always say, I am certainly not anti-phone, and I'm definitely addicted to mine like everyone else is.
Oh, I know. If you leave it at home, it's like
you just are panicked. I know.
Yeah.
But I will say that, if you need to use it, be proactive, not reactive. You might say, my kid's home my kid's at home, she's sick, my mom's taking care of her. I need to keep my phone out just to make sure that they don't need anything. Because obviously, your children are your priority.
Oh, yeah.
Or your family.
Family first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love this from another friend. She says, wow, I learned a lot from reading this. She says, now I'm even more glad of our awesome and considerate team. See, so that's a good thing. She says, 2 things I love etiquette input on. Number 1, it's frustrating when people don't respond to a personalized priority message or call, and then you have to chase them down. Anyway, she says, I admit I'm also a culprit. And let's see. It's not possible, she says, to effectively respond to hundreds of messages in a day. And that is true if you get tons and tons of emails. Assuming we already automate and delegate whatever possible, I'd love their thoughts on how to handle information and communication overload, because you can get so many emails, and without adding to someone else's plate by forcing them to follow up. What's a reasonable response time? So on that issue. And then what kinds of invitations land the best?
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting,
Paper
the second question.
is lovely, but digital is more efficient, but it can be lost.
So let's go to the email response.
Right.
If it is something, I think, I always say, professional correspondence with technology, email, cell phone, should be responded to within 24 hours, if possible. If it's the weekend, it depends on your company culture. Some, private equity firms, if you receive an email Friday, you answer on Saturday. It doesn't, the weekend is not, it's not really the weekend.
For them.
But other companies, if you receive something on Friday, the response time would be on Monday. But I think even if you don't know the answer, just replying and saying, let me get back to you, it takes 2 seconds to type
Right.
that. I will be in touch next week. I have found, I think that something is, you kind of set yourself up for failure if you say, I will have that back to you by Monday morning, because say something came up,
Yeah.
you might just say, I'll have that back to you by early next week.
Mm-hmm.
But the
At least the
follow
response is
through,
there.
right?
It's
You've
not crickets.
responded. It's not crickets. They know, they are satisfied that they have received
Mm-hmm.
that you have received their correspondence.
Yeah.
So I would say 24 hours, and it doesn't have to be the exact information, but it does need to be an acknowledgement, and then I will get back to you within. But the thing is, if you do say, I'll be in touch with you next week, write that down.
Don't forget
Put
it.
it in your notes in your phone, whatever, your organizational system is, and follow through. I think that was a big thing on here. Not being a team player, people not following through, people feel, being above the rules of the office.
Right.
That was one.
Yeah, yeah. We read some anecdotal stories about
Yes.
that were pretty
Yes.
horrifying.
So, I think, so in regards to response, I would say 24 hours is really, and, I know none of us are perfect in this,
Yeah.
but,
Well, and some of the response, even if you get it on the watch, it'll say, "Let me get back to you," or something. And I just hit that, and at least they know I got it. I saw
right,
it.
you've received it. And then regarding the invitations, so
Yeah.
this was really kind of diverging a little bit from office politics, but I just sent out some invitations, and I had 4 returned 3 weeks after the party.
Oh, mailed
Right,
that you mailed.
right,
Oh,
that were paper.
right.
So yes, I still love paper. However, if you really want to ensure
Yeah.
that someone
You better have follow-up plan.
receive something, I gave a baby shower in the spring, and no one received the invitations.
Oh.
We ended up having to send out a text invite.
And I bet they were beautiful and expensive.
I know, it was such a waste. I think the invitations did finally arrive, but it was
Oh,
wild
brother.
how, long. And then,
Right.
anyway, so no one appreciates a handwritten
Yeah.
invitation, or, a hand addressed invitation more than I do. But
Right.
if, the nice thing about the evites, or the, whether it's email or through text, is that person has received it. They've opened it. It's almost even
Right,
too
and
much.
that they've
They haven't
RSVP'd,
replied, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
but
And then
it's so
popped into their
efficient.
calendar, so they won't forget.
Yeah, it may not be as pretty, but it's so efficient.
Yeah, yeah. And this is a little sidebar issue, and it was from another friend of mine. She said, celebrating birthdays in the office.
Oh, I thought that was interesting.
She
Yes, I read
said-
that comment.
She kind of leaned toward, don't do it, because if you do, then you need to do everyone.
Right.
And then if you say, okay, we're going to celebrate everybody in the month of September on this date, you might still miss somebody. And she said, just don't.
just let it go.
I was really kind of surprised.
let
at
it
that.
go.
Yeah.
But I think what she was saying is can become just
You're
a
doing that all the
foundation
time.
of hurt feelings.
Well, it
yes,
could be,
unless you
yeah.
have a really, my husband used to have this dynamic woman who remembered everybody's birthdays, and that was her gift.
Yeah.
And she made the biggest deal out of it. She would
Yeah.
make something homemade that
Oh.
person liked, and it was magical.
Yeah.
So, in that case, you would never have wanted to.
No, because it was a blessing to her to do it.
Yes,
But
and it
more
was a
so than the
win-win, and she
person.
did do it for everyone. But I think when it's not equal for everyone,
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah,
well,
that's a problem.
She missed my birthday.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Oh, there were a few that kind of went off into the ditch, and one in particular in the few minutes we have remaining: tobacco and nicotine
I thought-
use.
yes, that was interesting.
Yeah, it was because it brought to
It's there.
mind reporters who would dip snuff or whatever in their little cup, their little receptacle would be left in the news unit for someone else to find.
to find.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And then that added on to more stories from other people that, oh yes, someone would spit into every trash can in the
This
workplace.
dip, yes.
Yes, and then another, her attorney boss had a spittoon, but he frequently missed. It would splash her. 'Cause- I'm sorry,
Well,
that's
and
just horrible.
now everybody uses those nicotine, those Zins. It's a
Yeah.
patch, or it's a little white packet,
Okay.
and you'll see those. But I guess it's better than tobacco. I don't know, Ann. That's just just whatever the company culture
I know.
is.
Well, there,
Just
I was really stunned at the kind of response that we got, because there were so many people who it obviously touched a nerve. In fact, my friend, first one, he says, "Are you sure you have time for my list?"
that was funny.
I
Yeah.
said, "Well, we're going to be going for 30 minutes, so maybe so."
Oh,
But yeah,
Not responding to calls was one too.
that was
If someone calls you, call them back.
right,
They know they called you,
right.
and leave a message. I always say, let voicemail be your friend. Don't just hang up.
I often will forget to check the voicemails though, and it may be 2 or 3 days, and I go, "Oh no,
I know.
they
well,
left me a voicemail, and I
I
feel
didn't see, and you
'cause I
don't see it. I know. If
I'm
your
not-
phone's on silent, and then you go
Right,
from
which I always do,
point A to point B, and you get to point B, and your phone doesn't. I missed a call from one of my sons the other day, and
Uh-oh.
I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't call you back yesterday. I didn't see it until today."
Right.
So, but I think that's also a case of us just it's inundating.
There are so many ways to communicate now.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the text. There's Facebook Messenger, which
Mm-hmm.
often I'm contacted by people on Messenger for story ideas or whatever. And then I'm running this list of, okay, where did I see the message for them? Was it an email? Was it, and I'm spending time trying to find out where I heard from this person last. Anyway.
And going through all your different
Right, going through all the different
possibilities of receiving
right,
information.
and then still not finding the message. I know I heard from him. So anyway,
Yeah.
of course, then we have not touched yet on the whole kind of work ethics, and that's that if you're working on a group project and you're not really contributing much, it's
Right. I
not
always
taking
say,
all the credit or any of the credit. I don't
yeah.
know.
do what you say and say what you do, and be a team player.
Yeah.
And just, that's the magic of really excelling. Excellence is always rewarded. And, I think,
Even
yes.
if it's just inside you knowing I did the best I could.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, one other thing we haven't talked about, and that's Zoom calls.
Oh,
and
Zoom
not using not
And the
using the camera function. This my son was telling me this, that it's really poor manners to be on a call and you just see the name Ann Harder on there.
Right.
That it's a lack of sense of your presence there.
Right.
You might be sitting there listening, but you could be, scrolling on your phone or doing other things.
Right, or in your pajamas, or it's just a lack of respect to the other people who have made the effort
Right.
to be on that Zoom call.
Exactly. And so
Yes.
he told me that some offices actually have, rules that if it is you have to be on camera, that it
It's interesting how many people, how the pandemic really changed our office.
Oh, it did.
Politics. After the pandemic, I did a lot of professional dress seminars because people forgot how to dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
We forgot what is professional dress. And companies had to kind of redefine their dress code. So,
Yeah. Well, and one thing that I was kind of surprised with this one was hitting on coworkers and PDA.
right. Once that happens, it needs to,
Well, and some businesses have a zero tolerance policy
for relationships.
fraternization.
Yes,
Isn't that what they used to call it?
Fraternization.
and
yes.
people would be dating, they were doing it on the sly, and
Right. And then one of them would have to leave.
yeah. Yeah, but anyway, it was just so instructive and so fun always to talk to you.
Well, thank you so
about
much for having me, Ann.
about good manners and how our society and our culture is it's always changing, it's always evolving, but some things should never change, and that is, the golden rule is just thinking about
Right.
others before
Right.
ourselves.
Right, right. And not getting that Diet Coke that doesn't belong to you in the mini fridge with someone else's name on it. You just know better than that.
So we hope
So-
we've corrected some behavior here. Do you think?
Yes, or at least created an awareness.
Yeah, we
We
have.
definitely created an awareness, and I think created discussion
Yeah,
with your Facebook post.
yeah.
So-
Well, it was loads
Which
of
is the
fun.
goal.
That's
The
right.
goal of let's all just treat each other better.
Yeah, communicating. It's all
Yes,
part of it.
let's
Sarah,
be more
thank you.
civilized. Oh, thank you,
Always,
Ann.
always
Thanks so
appreciate
much.
your time.
Well,
And folks
I
can get in
appreciate
touch with you if they'd like to have you come do a seminar.
Yes, I have a website, sarahaynesworth.com. They can always, and everything's on there. You can email me from my website. So
All right.
thank you.
Till next time. We'll come up
Till
with
next
something
time.
fun
I know.
for
What are we
next time.
talking about next time?
I don't know.
It's always fun.
Well, I know. I'll tell you. What should Sarah and I talk about next time? We'll find out.
Yes, what etiquette aspect of life would you like to talk about?
Oh, well, you're a delight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ann, very much.
And we will be right back. There's more of the show ahead. If your home's feeling a bit dated or you're dreaming of that beautiful outdoor oasis, I have got the team for you. Gather & Co., the family-owned remodeling pros right here in Greater Waco since 1998. Led by the Falconberry family, they specialize in stunning kitchen and bathroom makeovers. Think custom walk-in showers, sleek cabinetry, and aging-in-place upgrades for easy living. They also nail outdoor spaces with pergolas, patio covers, sunrooms, and screen rooms that turn your backyard into a year-round retreat. What sets them apart? Personalized designs, top-notch craftsmanship, and a hassle-free process for free in-home consultations to spot-on completion, plus financing options to make it simple. Customers love them, raving about the friendly crew and attention to every detail. Ready to gather in your dream home? Call Gather & Co. today, 254-759-1147 for a no-obligation quote. Visit GatherCoRemodeling.com. Your remodel starts here.
Launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. That's ULIKE.com. You like. Studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
Every week, you can enjoy BFF Mondays at Cameron Park Zoo. BFF stands for Bring Friends and Family. So, if you purchase one full admission ticket, your guest will receive 50% off. The discount is for tickets bought at gate only, and guests must enter the zoo at the same time, so be aware of it. You can also join Cameron Park Zoo for Wildlife Wednesdays every Wednesday. Residents of McLennan County can enjoy $10 admission per person. The discount, again, is only for tickets bought at the gate, and you need proof of residency, so bring your Waco water bill, electricity bill, or rental agreement, and we will see you at Cameron Park Zoo. I'm Elizabeth Riley with your Act Locally Waco news, and I will see you next time.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease US.
To the show. I am so delighted to have these two lovely ladies on with me from the metropolis of Temple, Texas, because we are going to be talking about A Taste of the Holidays. It's the Altrusa International of Temple, their annual style show and luncheon. And my goodness, what a wonderful event this is. Hundreds and hundreds of ladies attend. This is going to be November 20th at the Mayburn Civic Center, and I am delighted to have with me today Linda Moore and Annie McCall, who is no stranger to the show. So glad to see you back again in your spot on the couch here. You had a different hat on.
I did. Yes, ma'am.
when you were here before, and I mentioned Taste of the Holidays. You went, well, I can help you with that. So I said, I want to get this event on the show because it's such a neat thing. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Linda, I want, first of all, let's talk about Altrusa International, first of all. How long have you been involved? What does it do? I mean, why do you think this is a worthy place for you to put your time and effort?
Altrusa International began internationally in 1917. Our Temple Club chartered in 1960. So this is our 65th year.
Oh, neat.
So Altrusa's main idea that we focus on internationally is literacy, all types of literacy. Temple is part of the District 9, which is the state of Texas. And our club currently has about 111 members. So we are the largest club in Texas.
Are you really?
We are.
Look at you.
And we do lots of community service. And that is why I feel this organization is so worthy, again, of my time and effort. We do so much in our community.
Annie, how did you get involved with Altrusa?
Yes, ma'am. So I was very fortunate to have an opportunity to be a part of Altrusa because they were so kind and gave to the hospice house a beautiful dining room table and chairs.
Oh.
And so that is how I got involved with Altrusa. I've been a member since just 23. This sweet lady's been a member much longer than me.
Since 1999.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so this fabulous fashion show, I've been able to model in years past and be a part of, and it is an amazing event. It really gets people excited about the Christmas season. It's usually right here around Thanksgiving. Again, this is going to be coming up on Thursday, November 20th, so a week before Thanksgiving.
Yes. We typically have it every year on the Thursday before Thanksgiving. And the doors will open that day at 10:30. The program will start about 11:15. And we're very excited. Our theme this year is a season of gratitude, giving, and love.
I love that.
This is our 39th Taste of the Holidays.
Oh my goodness, I wanted to know how many. Okay, so next year's the big one. That's going to be 40 years. But a season of gratitude, giving, and love. And this is, I mean, every year you kind of have a special theme.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
What
ma'am.
kind of prompted this particular?
The person who is chairing the event, and this year that is Michelle Digatano, they kind of have a vision and they come in and the committee chairs all work with her and she kind of puts her vision out and that's where we come up with our theme.
Well, and this is, again, this is a fashion show and luncheon.
Yes.
First of all, let's talk about the fashions because I loved when I was doing some modeling, I said I love to play dress up, get dressed up, play lady. But it's just a wonderful way for the women there to kind of see what's new on the horizon, style-wise.
Yes, I'm sorry. Dillard's will be providing our fashions again this year, and they are great partners with us.
So Dillard's in Temple.
Temple, yes, ma'am. And our models this year are members from our projects that we have done.
Good.
The executive directors or board members or employees of those entities that we've done business with, and those are our models this year.
Oh, well, I love that. And I mean, it's such a great opportunity to kind of just strut your stuff on the runway. And I've got some video, hopefully, that you're seeing from years past. Such a great event because so many come. How many are you anticipating to attend?
Probably 600 plus.
Yeah.
We cook for about 800, but that also includes our members after the event is over, our models and other volunteers. But we provide for 800, and we're hoping for 600 plus.
Well, and this is the other unique thing you do because the Altrusans cook the food.
Cook the food from start to finish.
Okay, so tell everybody about, do you have them? Are you going to let us know what the menu is, or is it a surprise?
It's kind of a surprise, but we have a very unique dessert this year. It's a little pumpkin.
Oh.
With pumpkin cheesecake in it.
Oh, really? That sounds great. Well, and then the other thing, you have a beautiful program, and included in the program are the recipes.
Yes, ma'am.
And that, I can't tell you how many years that of coming to Taste for the Holidays, I'm like, okay, what are we fixing this year for Thanksgiving? Because there's always something that was so delicious, and then you've got the recipe right there. It's just a terrific idea. Who came up with that? Who knows?
I wish I
how many
had the
years
answer
ago?
to that one. We've been doing that for years. Sometimes we do little individual menu cards, or now we try to do them in the program.
Yeah. So how many women are involved with the cooking?
Probably more than half of the club.
Yeah, I would think.
60 or so. I mean, at some point.
And to organize, who all's making this many scalloped potatoes or whatever, to know you have the right amount. That's just incredible planning.
The menu committee is the largest committee,
I'll bet.
obviously.
I'll bet.
And this year we have 3 ladies that are heading that up, and they have cooked and recooked and tasted and solidified it, and then multiplied it to accommodate cooking for that large of a group.
Oh, it's just amazing. So, and you all serve it.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, this is Altrusa International of Temple. It is your event.
It is our one and only fundraiser that we do for our club. And we use the proceeds from this event to fund our projects for next year.
Do you know what they are now? Can you share those projects?
The projects for this next year, no, that we vote on those as the club. So this will be for the year of 26-27.
Oh, okay.
So the funds from last event is what we are doing on our projects this year.
Okay, can you share those?
Some of them are Camp Dreamcatcher, which is a camp for children with cancer and blood disorders with McCall Children's Hospital. Project Apple Tree, which is a project that began years ago with Belton Independent School District. Foster Love, Family Promise, Ralph Wilson Youth Club, Temple College Art Competition, Temple Community Clinic. We just recently finished a project, Operation Christmas Child.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Samaritan's Purse,
that's
United
wonderful,
Way,
yeah.
Day of Caring, Ronald McDonald House, and that's just to name a few.
I just recently had the Ronald McDonald House folks on. But our hospice house, again, as you say, Annie,
Yes.
it was
Yes,
the
ma'am.
beneficiary of something that's used every day.
Every day by families and their friends. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. To have a dining table. Do you have maybe a particular story from past shows? I mean, one of my favorite ones was Betty Thrasher, as she was the MC. I mean, and she's just amazing. She's
very
she's
special.
a gem, a
She
very
is.
special lady, and yeah.
Oh goodness, special memories. They're all so unique.
So many.
We have lots of them. Some of them, the camaraderie that is built within the club
Oh, I'm
during
sure.
the cooking and the decorating
Right.
of the Mayburn Center is what we enjoy the most. And then once the event is over, we clean it up, pack it all up, and move it all out.
What about you, Annie, in your short time?
My short time. Well, the very first year that I was a member, I did not really know what to expect. all of the previous years I had been a guest. And I observed what all the ladies
Oh,
did.
yeah, it's
I mean, it's
amazing.
amazing work,
Yeah.
amazing working together. And so the first year wasn't really knowing what all to expect. So I was asking a lot of questions, and I'm thinking they're going, when is she going to stop? Ask questions, just do. And so that is what one of the members told me, Annie, just have fun, do what you enjoy doing. And so visiting with the guests and passing iced tea and ice water and just keeping everything flowing was what I enjoyed doing, and they allowed me to do it that first year. So these next 2 years assignments I'm sure I will have, but it was
Well,
a
I mean,
lot of
600
fun.
people, I mean, that's a lot of iced tea to pour. I mean, that's yeah, you've got to have
It
a
is.
lot of servers
It is, exactly.
to do that.
Yeah.
And I mean, just from my standpoint, I never saw anything that I thought, was a problem or an issue, or, after any event, you kind of do a postmortem and go, no, we could have done this, could have done that. But it just always seemed to flow so beautifully with no issues.
For a long time, the guest went through a line and we served the food on their plates. Now we fill the plates and physically serve them at the table.
Right.
And I can remember when I first started attending before I became a member, you would stand in line for 20 minutes or so. Now everybody can go in, have a seat at their table, visit, and we can serve that room of attendees much faster
Okay.
than they can go through a line.
Really, I mean, you'd almost think it would be the other way, but
We had a fairly new member several years ago that just had that idea, and they said, let's give it a shot. So we did, and we got it almost twice as fast.
yeah.
So
Well, I just have to say, as a model, it was always, oh man, I can't wait for, to go. It's time to go. And you'd set up a whole, 2 or 3 tables because there were that many models involved. And
yes.
just a delightful event, just a wonderful
Yes.
event.
This year we have the Lake Belton Jazz Band will be performing as
Good.
our guests enter the room. The Lake Belton High School Silver Spurs will be performing this year as well. This will be their 3rd time
Okay.
to perform. We have the National Junior ROTC that will be presenting the flags from Temple High School. And then Haley Smith is a soloist that will be doing the national anthem and a special song called At This Table.
Oh, wonderful.
So we have some entertainment
Oh,
involved.
yeah, of course.
And the members of the Temple Fire Department will be greeting our guests outside and helping our men in black with the models up and off the stage.
And so do you have like a silent auction or any other things
We have
like
a
that?
raffle.
A raffle,
We have
okay.
raffle tickets that are $25 a piece.
Okay.
And the raffle tickets provide the funding for all of our scholarships.
Okay.
Last year, we handed out $22,000 in scholarships. So
That is amazing.
we enjoy doing that. They were all $2,000 scholarships.
Well, that's
and,
great. So many kids you could help.
Yes, we help lots.
Oh, that is wonderful. I love Altrusa and the work that you do. And this event is just your signature
Yes.
event in all of Central Texas. I mean, it really is truly an amazing thing that you do with the taste of the holidays. And I know this year's is going to be great. So how can folks get tickets?
They can get tickets by going to our website, and that is www.altrusatemple.org. And there is a link that says Taste of the Holidays. Tickets now, starting in November, are $70 a piece.
Okay.
You can buy a table of 8 for $5.60. Tickets went up as of November 1st, so
That's okay. You snooze, you lose, right?
right, right. Or if you have an Altrusa member, we do have invitations, but those were all mailed out in October or September, actually. I'm sorry. Or there is a phone number you can call 254-878-4700. You can leave a message there if it's not answered, and someone will get back with you with reservation information.
Very good. Well, I'm excited about this. It's going to be a tremendous event. Going to raise a lot of money for all the good work that Altrusa does there in Temple. Annie?
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
so much. And Linda, delightful to meet you, to get
Thank
to know
you.
you, and come back again next year for the 40th.
Yes.
Oh, it's
yes.
going to be awesome. Thank you.
Big plans in the works already.
I'll bet, because I'm sure you start planning about right after on the 21st of November. You will start your planning. That's great. Well, thank you so much. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead. I want to tell you today's show is brought to you by the Wild Watusi Boutique in Hewitt. It's located on Hewitt Drive, right down from George's Bar and Grill. Go and check out Wild Watusi Boutique.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
It's the Restore Clarity Focus Patch, my little secret weapon for staying sharp, focused, and on task. Each box comes with simple instructions inside, so you always know exactly how to apply it. Each patch lasts for 3 days. I love that I can wear it all day.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farm, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. With a focus on performance, design, and customer service, we're here to help you work smarter, not harder. Join us on our journey to simplify your world. Visit acasis.com today. That's ACASIS.com today.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.